Welcome back to the Wolfcast podcast, everybody. I'm the Tru Alpha, here with my talented sister May
Hi.
and my brother from another mother, Fang.
Yeah, what's up?
Today's topic or episode is collections of our own obsessions. Pretty much just things that we collected growing up, things we collect now, things that we collected in the past that are coming back, that are popular today, but we're too old,
But we're too
but
old.
we still buy it.
We're not too
Hey,
old. I
that
still collect things.
hey, that's a me
That is a you.
working on the demigod form.
Mm-hmm. Because I
Oh.
didn't have anything. Because I finished that last. What was it? The last commission. So I haven't started on the one I've started on now is not safe for work, so I can't stream that one. So we are on
I gotcha.
this one. So yeah. So I know I've collected a lot of things.
Oh,
And
me too.
I know you've collected a lot of things, but
Can you remember like the first big thing, like
Pog,
going back to when you were younger, like the first big thing that you collected?
Pog, the little Pog
Like the,
coins.
the little chips, like
Yep.
the
Oh,
I never got into well, okay, I got into them, but I never had my own. My brother
I
had
was
a binder full,
big into
and
them.
then every time I would like he would leave, I would like open up the binder and just be like, "Oh, I'm obsessed." But I never got any of my own.
I gotta move this off screen because I gotta go searching for something and I don't want
Those would
anything.
be nice. If those came back, I would probably get into that.
Hmm. I technically didn't have a collection until I moved out.
Oh yeah.
Technically, I mean, as a kid, Arthur, the kid show, whenever you would buy the VHS tapes, they would give you these stickers.
I think every kid has
And
collected stickers.
well, I didn't have like a portfolio of stickers. It was I would get the stickers out of the VHS case and I would put them around the window of my room at my
Hmm.
grandma's house, and I think those stickers are still there.
Nice.
But it was just a bunch of the Arthur stickers that came in the VHS tapes, and that's about the only thing I can think of that I really collected as a kid.
I feel like mine's pretty basic because like every kid has action figures, but like when I say I collected action figures, like when it was birthday or Christmas, I would have to complete the sets. So if I like started out with like Batman, I had to have every Batman from that set, and then when I was done with that set, it was like the Power Rangers, Beetleborgs. Then I went to like Star Wars characters. I had a big Millennium Falcon that like you could put all the Star Wars characters in.
Yes.
And then it was like Harry Potter. And then even recently, well, not recently, but like about 3 or 4 years back, I started collecting all the Arrowverse characters. So I had like all the Arrows, Legends Tomorrow, Flash, everybody. And then I went and sold them and didn't get dick all for them. But
Oh no.
well, because I came to the conclusion like, yes, these are cool, they're awesome, but you're paying 20, 30 bucks to 40 bucks for an action figure, which that's kind of reasonable for the action figures when they look like what they look like.
Yeah.
But then Funko Pops came out, and I was like, hell, I could get 3 of these Funko characters for the price of one of these action figures. So then I got really hooked on Funko characters, and then was like, what the fuck am I doing? So I sold all them. I only have, I think, 4 Funko characters, 5. I have the 3 Teen Wolf characters that came out. I have Ninja, and then I got one for Christmas that's like a zombie Hulk. But
Gotcha.
other than that, I think obviously there's the Pokemon cards,
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh. But movie collector, I'm a huge fucking movie fanatic.
Oh yeah. I got like
If that
binders
counts.
full. Oh no. I consider that. How my grandma, and my uncle had like 4 or 5 thousand movies that they just would record and collect. So I count movies.
I didn't when it came to like action figures and toys. I can't say I collected them because I played with them. If you're collecting something, you typically
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
take it
yeah,
out of
yeah.
the package.
Well,
Uh,
there's like I feel like there's both because like as a kid, like I said, I would have to complete that set. And like mentally to me, that's like, okay, I have to complete the set so I can have the collection. Now, like with the Arrowverse characters, I had them in the box and was holding on to them. I had them on a shelf until I got rid of them. But
Hmm.
I know I wanted, when I lived with my parents, I wanted to start collecting swords, but I also knew I wouldn't be allowed to. So I
yeah,
only had that one sword.
I remember, I wouldn't say it was the first check when you lived with me, maybe the second, or maybe it was the first check. We went up to that flea market and you just fucking
Oh yeah, I bought a bunch of
spent,
swords.
spent the whole, you paid your bills and then the rest of your check went to swords. And I was like, bro, how you gonna eat the rest of the week? And you're like, Hot Pockets.
Yeah, I ate the
We
hot
need to
pockets.
go to the Ren Fair that comes here to Indiana, and
Oh,
because the swords they sell there are frippin' like,
well, they're
yes,
probably frippin' expensive too.
yeah. I mean, they are, but it's a price to
Like
pay.
the most when first started up the sword collection, where is the Ren Fair in Indiana?
Let me see. I think it's somewhere. It's either up north or down south.
Because the closest thing that I know of nearby is in Chicago, and it's that
The Southern Indiana Renaissance Festival is May 15th. What? Yeah.
so it's
So
coming up.
it's already passed. No, it's not even passed, but it's the Southern Indiana Renaissance Fair in Charleston, Indiana.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's
I,
Charleston.
south.
Let's see, how far is it from here?
Probably very. Now, when I had a significant sum of money, when I first actually started my collection, and before it all got stolen from me, uh, I remember spending thousands of dollars just on swords alone. I ended up getting
Oh,
like a claymore and shit.
shit.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
it's probably towards the southern tip, isn't it?
it's an hour and 40-minute drive,
So it's about where
Not
Monroe. It's
bad.
and
about.
it's right.
It's about in Monroe County.
Yeah, it's just before you get to Louisville,
Okay,
so it's just
that ain't
before you get to
terrible.
Kentucky, but it's an hour and about 2 hour drive. Yeah, so it's just right off the border of Kentucky because you have the Ohio River right there.
Yeah,
So if you want to
so
go, it's a bit of a drive.
that ain't worth it for the swords. I'll just.
I mean, Jasper's right across. We can go see my best friend.
Yeah.
Any more? Well, I was gonna say any more. You could just order shit online, which is like what
Yeah.
True.
everybody does. But with that being said, it's kind of sketchy because you never know what you're actually gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
If you order from an actual like sword
Reputer,
company,
reputable.
like what is the God, I can't think of anything today.
Mm-hmm.
There's a sword company down in Florida, and they're real big on like making replica swords from video games and movies and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you can order a sword from there. Now you're going to be spending damn near $1,000 for it's going to be an actual replica sword. It's going to look exactly like it does in the movie or what have you. But they'll ship it to you as long as it is just the replica and you're not wanting a real functioning version, because you can't ship a quote unquote weapon.
Mm.
That's why you can order replica pieces of weapons, but you can't order something that's actually been, sharpened and is ready to use as a weapon.
Yeah.
I don't know why this randomly popped in my head, but it even reminded me of like back as a kid when like I would go to McDonald's or Burger King and I had to have the whole collection if I liked those toys.
Hell, what was that toy that was blowing the fuck up when I lived with you that everybody fucking wanted, and like that you could sell them online and shit?
McDonald's?
Yeah, it was a McDonald's toy.
I know that a lot of the Marvel toys, like the ones they put out this past couple of years, those were big, but you weren't living with me then. I know
Uh,
that the 40th or the 50th anniversary of Disney, that was pretty big. Like people would just come in and be like, "How many different toys you have?" And they would just buy them. I don't know though. I
I
know,
just
like I feel like
remember
I know what you're talking about, but I just don't remember what they were.
I remember working front counter, and people would fucking walk up and be like, "Hey, do you have this specific one?" And I
Was
was
it
like,
the
"I
Beanie Babies?
No,
I
this
don't think
was
we've had Beanie Babies in a long time.
yeah, it's been a hot minute for Beanie Babies. I don't remember what the hell they were. I just remember like people were selling like the entire sets of them online for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I know the
I know,
Pokemon cards are pretty big too, and McDonald's has them,
yeah.
even though they're not like, well, I mean, they are Pokemon cards, but they're not like,
Well, people are looking at those in terms of, yeah, right now they're a 20-cent card, but there's a chance those cards will never be reprinted, which means the cards you get from the promo, it's about the only time you're ever going to be able to get them. So over time, they will increase in value. It's the same with the celebrations packs. Like, yeah, you pull a Charizard from a celebration pack and it's worth like $1, but since it only came out in that celebrations pack, and you can tell it only came out in that celebrations pack because of the Pikachu symbol,
yeah.
that's gonna go up in price to collectors later on down the line because you could only get it from this, especially if they discontinue celebrations. If they stop printing celebrations packs, then shit's just gonna skyrocket.
Yeah.
Because I know that because it was the 25th anniversary, what we just recently have with Pokemon.
Yeah.
So all those cards came out, and obviously Pokemon cards were popular again. So
Mhm.
I was like, I was opening packs left and right. Like I wanted them all. I got them all too, but
Gotta catch them all.
we'll have to talk
No,
about how then.
my current well, I mean, I'm a recovering pack rat because my family we grew up hoarding everything. Um, I remember when I got my first apartment, my friend at the time legit like had to get me to throw away things because I had trash bags full of stuff that I would not get rid of because it's like, it's like, no, it has all this memory. She's like, it is trash, May. Get rid of it. You don't need it. I'm like, eh. So I think I threw away about a good 4 or 5 trash bags of stuff. So I've learned to not hoard as much. I still have some things back from when I was a kid that I refuse to get rid of. So 5th grade spelling bee trophy, I still have it and I will not get rid of it. It's the only trophy I have.
I feel like I was like that too. Like I didn't want to get rid of shit, and
Mm-hmm.
then like I hit like a certain age, and I was just like, am I going to use this or play with this anymore? And
Right.
like I just started giving stuff away. And I do that like probably once a year where I'll just be laying in bed and I'll get this spur like random like, all right, spring cleaning, what can I get rid of?
Mm-hmm.
And then like I'll just start going through my room like, don't need this, don't need that. I
Yeah.
need to do that with my movie collection. Keep the ones I like know that I'll rewatch later on in life and get rid of the ones that I'm like, I don't know why I bought this.
No, my dad was going through his movie collection and getting rid of some. He gave me some. But no, I know my current
I have
collection.
probably like 1,000.
Yes. No, I know my current collection is I love collecting teapots and fans. Like those are my things. Like you've been to our house,
And
we've seen all my teapots.
for clarity, she's talking about the Chinese style
Yeah,
fans
the
that
paper
are
fans. Not
I
like
thought you said
electrical
fans.
fans.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, not
yeah.
like the fans that we sleep with, but no, it's the
Just like
paper
Fang's
fans.
like, God, the fucking closet has a ceiling fan and this
I
fan
just
and
like fans.
this one's green.
This one's blue. This one's chartreuse. I didn't know they made a chartreuse colored fan.
This one has light up LED lights.
That'd be cool as shit, though. Have light up LED lights.
And,
Yeah.
I guess I kind of collected like I don't consider anything I played with to be a collection type deal.
Yeah.
But do you remember the Digivices
Oh yeah.
toys? From,
Yeah, I remember those.
Oh, I don't remember those.
yeah, so you had like your real cheap ones that didn't really do anything. They were just kind of hunks of plastic in the rough shape of the Digivice from Digimon. And then you had the other ones that were electronic. And I had one that was from like the 4th generation of Digimon or some shit like that when they got the real bulky Digivices. And I know I loved that thing because it worked like a
No.
Tamagotchi.
Damn it.
Is how it worked. You would have a screen, and on the screen would be a Digimon, and you would raise it, and you could battle other people who had the Digivice. You essentially put the Digivices together, and you could battle other people's Digimon. There was also a thing you could do where you put it up to the screen and like somehow through the receiver, like that black bar that was on a lot of older TVs, and it was supposed to be like for the remote. You'd point the remote at it, and that's how the remote worked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When Digimon was on, if you put the Digivice up to that bar, you would fight whatever Digimon was part of that episode. So like whatever the big bad Digimon was, you would fight on it.
Kind of reminds me of the old Pokédex.
Yeah,
That
kind of.
was fucking sick. I actually looked that up when Pokemon started getting popular again about 2 years ago,
Mm.
just to see if I could. I was like, I want one. I don't know why. It's the nerd in me. I shouldn't. Went online. The cheapest one was like $150. I was like, nope,
Jesus.
don't need it that much.
Thanks, but no thanks.
I was gonna say something. I don't know what I was gonna say.
I know right now. Oh no, I don't know where I was going with that.
We
Like it's
both
not.
just went fucking brain dead.
It's because
Eh.
I was gonna make a point, but I don't remember what the point had to do with anything.
I'll just put this hand instead.
Does collecting in-game content count nowadays?
I was getting ready to say that because I had mentioned, or I was gonna mention my Fortnite skins because like I just recently found out that, and I don't know if I mentioned this in a podcast or I was talking to Scuba Steve about it when he started playing Fortnite again. I just recently found out that if you wanted to, there's people that buy uh accounts. Like you could sell your Fortnite account.
Mm-hmm.
And I personally wouldn't do that because all the time and effort I put into it. And yes, I could just easily start up another one, but I would lose all my skins.
Mm-hmm.
My brother, he doesn't really have anything. Like he lost his old account, so he's started up a new one recently, and he has maybe like 5 to 10 iconic skins. He was just curious, and someone offered him like 50 to $100 for it. I'm like, okay, you have 10 iconic skins. I have like enough to comfortably not talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I could only imagine that if I found somebody who was really, really wanted to buy my account, I could come out with a nice payday.
Chunk of change, yeah.
So, because I've always said that too. Like I always like talk about like what collection or like because I've been asked throughout the years like, well, what do you collect? Like what like, and I would tell them, my Arrowverse action figures, the Funko Pops, movies, and then my Fortnite skin collections are like Fortnite skin collections. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Epic has my debit card on file,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not even saved to the account. They're just like, yep, Alpha's back. Here we go, cha-ching.
Cha-ching, sucker. That's funny.
That'd be like you with like League of Legends, or me back when fucking Advanced Warfare was around.
Yeah.
I know with League of Legends you can sell your account as well, but they're not interested in your skin collection with League of Legends. They're interested in, oh, that's a high ranking account. Let me buy that from you for like you could buy a diamond account for like $900
Jesus.
and you'll have a diamond account, or you could buy a master's account for even more money. It doesn't do you any good other than you can log into the game and be like, hey guys, look, I'm a master level player, ha ha ha, and then you're D-ranked because you're not.
Yeah, you just fucking play a game thinking that you got your top shit and just like fucking just tank your elo.
Fuck it,
Yeah.
I would do it if I wouldn't have put. I don't play League of Legends for the people that don't know, but like for you, someone who's like really high up there, does really well, if you hadn't purchased all that stuff for it, I would be like, fuck it. Made all that money just so they can essentially do what you just said. Walk in and be like,
Right.
look, I'm high up, not,
Right.
and then
Right.
they lose that high ranking and all
'Cause,
the
like,
money they spent.
don't get me wrong, with League, there are several skins and skin variants that you can get. There's Legacy and there's several vaulted skins. The problem with the Legacy and vaulted skins is they made those almost worthless. So, like, an example, the Halloween skins. You can only get them around Halloween, assuming they re-release them.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you open a chest, there's a chance that a skin will drop regardless of the season and regardless of its rarity. So basically, you could open a chest and get a super rare skin that is vaulted and can't be purchased. It's like May and I both have skins, DJ Sona and Pulsefire Ezreal. Those skins on release cost $35 to get.
Mm-hmm.
For one skin, you paid $35 to get these skins. Same with Spirit Guard Udyr and Gun Goddess Misfortune. They were, what were they considered? I think they were like legendary skins or some shit like that. And what made them so legendary is the animations would change in game, or the colors would change in game. Something about the avatar changed in game as the game progressed. But
How it is
now,
equipment, price
but
wise.
yeah, but now you don't even have to spend that money to get these chests. I got Spirit Guard Udyr out of a chest. Just by playing the game, I got a chest, opened the chest, and got Spirit Guard Udyr. That was $35 I didn't have to spend to get this legendary skin. You've got skins that are forever increasing in value, like King Ramus, Ninja Ramus. I want to say like Shamrock Malphite, I think. And there's a Cho'Gath skin. There's all these different skins that aren't in that rotation that you could have only gotten. Like King Ramus, I think you could only get if you played in the 2011 Chinese championships or some shit like that. Like that was the only way to get it. I guess you could say I have a collection of Magic cards, and I've always had a collection of Magic cards.
Yeah, we got a pretty huge collection of Magic cards.
A lot of them aren't worth anything, and probably never will be worth anything.
That moment when, holy shit, honey, we're sitting on a gold mine.
Well, we are sitting on a few cards that are worth money.
Oh, yeah.
Breaks my heart every time you shuffle your damn dragon deck.
Yeah, you and freaking Eric both.
I just hear that money just ripping in half every time.
I'm not gonna sell it, so I mean, I think it's sleeves though, but it's just freaking deck shuffling so hard when you're not supposed to bridge the cards.
Yeah, that's why most people separate the cards out and do a pile shuffle at least once. But I can't really say I ever collected Pokemon cards. I tried as a kid. I had that Pokemon Island binder. And the Island binder came with, at the time it was only like $20, and it came with some exclusive cards that were for that binder. Like you could pull out the card, and then on the binder there'd be a map of the island. And if you like looked closely at the island, you could see the Pokemon that were in the card, and it would be exactly what the card was. And it was really cool. I don't remember what the fuck happened to it, but I looked at the price of getting another one. No.
I had that one that had like Charizard and Pikachu on it, like the old style Pikachu.
Yeah.
I think you have it somewhere too, because I seen it.
I
seen it in the living room one day.
Yeah, May's little binder that has a fuckload of rares in it that we need to go through from first edition.
But
has it's not just Pikachu and Charizard though. Hers has Pikachu, Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur.
Yeah. But I had that one, and I remember Burger King did that promotion for the first movie, and they had like that Mew that's in like Chinese or whatever.
Oh, are you talking about the Ancient Mew card?
Yeah.
You could also got that from watching. If you went to the movie theater, you got the Ancient Mew.
There, you actually could get like several different ones for the movies, and I also tried to get those when Pokemon came back, got popular.
No,
those are expensive.
Yeah, I had
like,
one that got
Mewtwo
destroyed.
was like 50, and I was like, not worth it.
It's not worth it.
Did you ever collect the golden
from Burger King?
From Burger King that came in the little Pokeballs and
God.
shit?
Yep, I had all of them.
I wish I would have kept those when I was a kid.
Did you see how much like a golden Pikachu is selling for, or even a Jigglypuff? Because I know Jigglypuff was one of them for some fucking reason.
No, but please tell me so I can fucking rip my heart out.
A lot of money. Like, I think the Jigglypuff alone was over $100, so you can imagine what one of the more popular Pokemon would have been.
See, I want to know, what is everyone's obsession with Pikachu? Like, I get it, it's Ash's Pokemon, but, like, it's fucking Pikachu.
That's just it. It's the icon.
Yeah, he's. I hate to say this, and I mean, I could be wrong, but personally, when me as a Pokemon fan, he's essentially like the face of Pokemon.
He
Yeah,
wasn't supposed to
yeah, it's
be,
supposed to be
but
Clefairy.
yep.
That'd be different.
Yeah, it was
Yep.
supposed to be Clefairy,
Ash's
and they
first
chose.
Pokemon was supposed to be Clefairy, and the first Pokemon ever created was, I want to say Rhyhorn. And then the first Pokemon in the Pokédex is Bulbasaur.
I mean, can we count
Because
collecting
growing
Pokemon?
up, my favorite Pokemon was always Pikachu because it's like
I
essentially what we just talked about.
never cared about Pikachu.
And then I got into Charizard before the hype of Charizard recently. But then I came across Lucario, and I don't know what it is about him, but like
Lucario is just a badass.
yeah.
He's one of the pseudo legends, and he's awesome.
I love him and I always say it wrong, like Greninja or Greninja.
Greninja.
Like those two are my favorite. I don't know what it is. Like he's not even like anything special, but he just looks badass.
So I can tell you my favorites from each generation, like from Red and Blue and all that shit from the, I guess it'd be the Kanto region. Arcanine was always my favorite. Loved Arcanine.
Mm-hmm, same.
Johto. It'd be a tie between Typhlosion and Suicune. Ruby and Sapphire, Blaziken all the fucking way.
Blaziken's badass.
Diamond, Platinum, and Pearl would be Lucario. Black and White I don't remember too much of. I don't know, I've had a number of like all-time favorite Pokemon. What irritated me the most about Pikachu in the entire series is that bitch just refused to evolve. And I get it, in the story it was all about, you know, the pride of the Pokemon. It wanted to be strong on its own without relying on evolving and all that bloody. Whenever I played the Pokemon games, if my Pokemon didn't evolve, they were worthless. I hardly never wanted a Pokemon that didn't evolve.
Right.
Like if it was a legendary, I got them because they were legendary. But I wanted something that would evolve. I wanted something to work towards rather than just making them stronger. I wanted to see them change.
Funny you say that because back in the earlier days of the old Pokemon games, I would always use the stone so Pikachu wouldn't evolve.
The Everstone?
Yeah.
Question.
Which is funny because Pikachu can only evolve when exposed to a Thunderstone. What?
Do you want me to draw you with your book on your hip?
Oh, I completely forgot about the book. Technically, no, because he doesn't carry the book on him.
No, but you're a demigod now, so it could be like this way. It's just part of your character.
Yeah, you could draw the book.
Do you want anything else
if you want
on your belt?
No, you could have that hilt. Yeah, the hilt, the Bloodblade hilt.
Mm. What does it look like?
It looks like a. How do I explain it? It's. So if you're holding a sword in your hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
On the top, there's a spike that comes out towards you to kind of cover the hand a bit. There is no blade. That's too big. It's also the wrong position.
How do you want it?
I'm trying to explain it.
Okay.
But it's hard without. I can just come downstairs and explain it.
Yeah, you can.
Because I have swords downstairs, and I'll do that real quick. So hang on a second.
All right. Plus, I have a microphone so they can hear you when you're down here too. Thump 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 as I hear down the stairs.
Hello, welcome back.
Welcome back.
This is actually a good kind of example of what I'm looking at. This, it's got a spike that just shoots out like this.
Okay, so hang on. So you've got
only on one side. There is no guard on the other side. And it's more of a point, like almost a curve.
Do you want like curving down or up?
Down.
That's up. Away from the blade.
Thank you.
There you go.
You want like sharp up, or you want more like a stunted up?
Sharp. And then on the hilt itself, on this bit here, probably about right here, there's another spike.
Like right here, pointing up.
No, that would just be a straight spike. And there's a reason for that, but it's just lore based.
Yeah. So is that about the right size?
Yeah, about like that.
What's the butt look like? Just normal circle?
Yeah, just
okay.
You do a circle or like a...
So you don't have on the other side, so it just basically comes straight. So here's that, and then just sword, right?
There is no blade.
Oh, okay. I gotta figure out how to make that stay in the sheath.
You don't make it stay in the sheath. There's no,
okay. So
there's no blade. It just clips to my hip.
Okay, I'll figure something out.
There's no blade. It straps to the hip. I pop the buckle, pull it out. Bam.
Okay, so a buckle. Got it. Okay. So, so teapots for me, fans, magic cards, Funko Pops. I guess I have, for me, I like collecting. Okay, so this is for me growing up. So Fang will bring me home when he was working at as a plumber. He'd bring me home rocks and fossils and stuff like that. I love
the amount of fossils you can find doing plumbing work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, almost everywhere I went, I'd be looking at the rocks because you would find pieces of like fossilized coral, and it was just always real cool to see. I brought home a weird rock that's currently sitting on our windowsill in the kitchen.
It's really pretty.
The black and red striped one.
Mm-hmm.
Never seen anything like it before.
I think it's pretty. I also like collecting seashells, especially conch shells. I love conch seashells. Those are my favorite.
I think this is the last one that I can really think of off the top of my head. Is recently I've been into jewelry, which I never thought in a million years that I would be to the point where I'm like, all right, because I had earrings growing up. You knew that thing.
Yeah, I've almost always seen you with earrings in.
It was always just the black diamond earrings or the silver ones or whatever they are. But now like I have those, and I have like a couple different dangling earrings, my nose piercing earring or nose ring, rings. I love rings. Like I was on Amazon one day, and I had like 10 different rings in my shopping cart, and I'm like, I can't buy. I mean, I can, but I cannot come to check all these out. They're cool. I had a Lucifer replica that I wore for a while that I think both of you have seen, and I came home one day and the diamond was just missing. I was pissed.
I know technically you could consider this needs wash as I'm looking at it, and we also need to hang it up. That tapestry that Kate brought from New York. I know you could technically consider it a collection, and I guess it would be pagan propaganda is what it would technically be. But most things with any form of knotwork I love, especially if it is the Triquetra or Triskelion. I have several necklaces of both. I think I also have a ring somewhere that has it. And so a lot of the rings in my possession, and I have like 9 of them, are all Celtic knotwork inside of them. They're Tuscan with Celtic knotwork. So I guess you could consider that a collection.
I found this one ring that
to rule them all?
Really wanted to. No, that would take up probably about half of my finger, and I don't feel this is one of the reasons why I didn't buy. Well, there's 2 reasons why I didn't buy it. One, I really didn't want to spend 30. I think it was like 30 or 40 bucks for the ring. And 2, I just don't know how it would feel comfortably on my hand because, like I said, it would take up half my finger, and it was a wolf ring. So you like slide it on like a ring, but like the wolf head just comes down from like wherever like the ring goes around your finger, and just the face goes down to the nose. And like I could just imagine like going to like bend your fingers, as a lot of people do throughout the day, and it just be like, not that finger. No sirree, Bob.
No sirree, Bob.
Do tattoos count as collection?
I mean, yeah.
Technically, yeah.
That one's a good collection.
I want more tattoos.
Bro,
like
we
that.
need to get that friendship one.
Yeah, the
I
Brotherhood one.
I'm not upset, but I am upset because like obviously like I love the fact that I got matching tattoos with my father. But then like yes, I met my buddy Austin before I met obviously like you, Steven, and everybody. But like I like after I got the tattoo and I don't regret it. Austin's my guy. But like I was like, how do I have a matching tattoo with someone I don't talk to every day versus the people I talk to every day?
I'm
Right.
sorry. I'll get it finished.
Well, it's not only you getting it finished; it's also finding somebody to do it because we're probably gonna want to get it done same day, and money.
Yeah.
Like I would be like, yes, it would suck if Smeagol and Scuba don't want to get it done. Maybe they don't like whatever their reason is. It's on them. But I would just still be okay, just you and I.
Right.
But I really want it done. I want to get that.
We'll get it. We'll get it.
It's also a really good piece. It'll be weird because technically I'll have two of the same tattoo, technically,
Yeah.
but it'll also be like a modified version of it because
And then
it's got our hands. and
because
shit.
like I said, like now I have a tattoo that symbolizes my buddy Austin and I have a friendship. Obviously my dad and I's relationship, and then us four. And then I have May's artwork on me, so like that's my connection with her.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You're as covered in awesomeness, aren't you, bro?
Fuck yeah. You also need to
yeah.
get Fang tatted on you.
I'm not putting Fang on me.
Aw.
That's just really small somewhere.
No, not doing it.
Fine, I'll do it. I'll
Don't
buy a
do that.
tattoo gun and put it on you.
No, you're not. No, the fuck you're not.
What time do you go to bed?
You're not
He's just
making it
out.
into the. You're not making it into this room without me knowing about it.
He's out and all he hears is
Mhm.
it's time, brother.
Do you really think you could make it into this house without Castiel freaking the fuck out that you're here?
Right.
I will if May's on it.
I think what I'm gonna do is to equal out with you and your sister. I'm gonna have it to where you have a long flowy on one side, and then she has a long flowy on the other side. So, because she has the other wing on her left side, and you have it on, or she has it on the right side, and you have it on the left side. So her dress
Just
will,
more, just implementing the twins more and more.
yeah. Well, I mean, you're twins, is what you are.
Yeah, yeah. And they hate it.
They hate
No.
it. And then
The
hers will be
only
like, for her, when she has her dress, hers will come down to where her left side's more flowy. And so this side will
Right.
be open. And then her tail will be on this side. That way you can see it. So,
I didn't realize you planned on doing a piece for Sarah.
yeah, you told me you want me to draw more Sarah, too.
Yeah, but I didn't expect a demigod piece.
Isn't she a demigod, too?
Technically, they're
There
twins.
you go.
See,
Complaining about free artwork.
I heard like your tone when I said get Fang tatted on you, and I get it because I got so much shit for getting the True Alpha tatted on me. But to me, it means a lot. 'Cause not only is it my online persona, and then like my artist name, like my rap name and all that, but it also is a name from Teen Wolf, the TV show. So
Right.
it's got several meanings behind it. And also, it's my body, so fuck you.
It's fine.
Well, look at it from mine. Mine doesn't come from a TV show. I could tell you right now, there are hundreds of other furries out there with the name Fang or something Fang.
Yeah, I know. If
Well, I
Like,
know there's other
besides
True
you.
Alpha there because my buddy JJ sent me this and he was like, dude, someone's copycatting you. So I like went to the chat and tried to troll him one day and I was like, nah, I'm the real True Alpha. And then like I didn't know that they could do this, but like they had their guy behind the fucking camera or behind the scenes researched that his profile was made before mine.
oh yeah, you can check how old a profile is.
And he had beat me by like a year and some months. But I
Nah.
guarantee you my gamer tag was before it.
Nah, I've always had Fang. I know back in the day there was the edgy Fang 666, and I got in trouble for that one. But
Fang
ever since I
ties.
changed, ever since I changed it to Fang 0925, and then I created the Sona Fang, which, funny enough, technically the Sona of Sarah is older than Fang because I
Oh.
created Sarah first. Then the persona of Fang came into existence afterwards, and they weren't originally twins. I made them twins later when I realized they're both generic white wolfies. The only difference was one was female and one was male. So it's like, fuck it, they're twins. And then later on, the Triskelion on the chest and belly, and then the gold streak in the hair, the blue feet pads, shit like that was all implemented later. Which is why I created them blank in the first place, was so I could just add on to them later.
Yeah, work with them.
Because it's a lot easier to be like, well, where do you add this color at? It's going to blend with everything. Not if it's a pure white body.
Not if it's pure white, which is a hell of a fucking shadow and shading.
But from then on, I've always had Fang0925 as my gamer tag or stream name, or literally anybody watching this, if you come across Fang0925 in a game, it's me. Except for in Fortnite where it's Fang09251, but that's my own stupidity because I lost access to my Fang0925 account.
You should play some Fortnite with us now that it doesn't have building.
I don't know. I've thought about it.
Do it.
I thought about asking you earlier when we were texting each other.
I could download it and play it. And I've thought about it because with the building gone, it's now all gunplay and movement. It's from what I've been looking at, because Wildcat's gotten back into it since the building is gone.
Everybody.
Yeah, it honestly saved the game from completely dying out. But
I think it's coming back though.
Well, yeah, because they got rid of building. It's gonna come back.
No. I think building's coming back. I think it was really only from what I read or seen somebody tweet about who's a big Fortnite streamer. He said that it was only like a 9-day thing. Like it was just to start out the season. But there's also been petitions and shit to go around that are like, no, don't bring it back. I'm starting to get used to it, which I knew was expected. But like there was like the other day, like I was just like, I knew that I couldn't build. Like that first 2 days, I caught myself wanting to build, or I would try to build, which I'm sure a lot of people did.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But then like now that I'm used to it, I'm like, okay, but I don't like the big towers and things. And yes, that wins gunfights and shit. And a lot of people have spent 4 years trying to master this. And I still haven't. But just to be able to build a wall saves my ass in gunfights.
I don't know, because I usually just shoot through it when I build it.
Now I can't do that.
And so it's pointless for me to build a wall. Besides, I'm not as fast as building a wall.
Well, the thing about building is you got to hotkey it to make it easy. Well, if you're not used to, I say you got to hotkey it. If you don't go into the game knowing how to do it properly, you should probably hotkey it or change your building sense. When Alpha and I were first getting into Fortnite way back in the day on console, we had to change a setting. It was a game setting, and there was combat mode, and then there was like builder mode. And if you set it into if you set it into Builder Pro, it made everything a lot fucking easier. But that was for controller. That wasn't for mouse and keyboard, what you play on. So for you, especially since you have an MMO mouse, you would need to change the hotkeys to build. So you could press 1, 2, build a wall and ramp, or then like hold 1 and spin, and you build 4 walls.
That's crazy because I can honestly play mouse and keyboard now. Now that there's not any build. That's what was stopping me from mouse and keyboard. I don't.
I could probably re-download the Epic Games Launcher right now and download Fortnite while we're doing this. Probably wouldn't be a good idea because 2 of us are streaming on this internet right now, and our fucking modem would probably throw a fucking shit fit.
Yeah.
But I could download it and I could play it tonight, especially since I don't have to work tomorrow. And I was supposed to go to a funeral, but since my car decided to take the piss, I can't fucking do anything.
Yep.
So I just got a 4-day weekend. Hooray. But I would play from what I was saying earlier, when I watched Wildcat play, a lot of the movement, a lot of how the game works. I noticed they added a better sprint. Like, it looks like they upgraded sprint a little bit.
So since they took out build, they give you sprint and then like wall climb, so like you can like jump up,
Yeah.
climb, and
Mhm.
yeah.
And
they
then you
give
also have a slide.
and you also
You
have an
can
extra bit
slide
of
now as well.
a shield
Well,
as
that's
well.
been a thing.
Okay, so from what I can tell, though, they looked at other BR games, which isn't a bad thing. They're not used to not having buildings, so they need a reference point. And so adding wall climbing and slide movements, jump movement, all this different mobility to the game is honestly what they needed.
Mm-hmm.
I think the smart decision for Epic Games, though, would be if they take this away and they bring building back, to have a option to play non-build.
That is one talk. I think there's like, because Scuba Steve said if they want to keep building in, keep it for like, because there's a section for like arena where like all the good people play,
Yeah.
and he was saying there should be a section where like if you want build, go here and click build, because you can hit select and you have your like solos, duos, trios, squads, etc. And there's a
Mhm.
bunch of different game modes and creative modes and stuff. There should be a section like you just mentioned where like build is on or off, or you can turn it on or off or whatever,
Yeah,
and play in those sections.
because if they bring build back and they take away this non-build mode completely, their player base is going to drop again.
Yeah.
Because, like, yeah, it's skyrocketed because they took build away, but once that building comes back, the people who are playing because build is gone, they're just going to disappear with the mode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I actually have a chance now, in Fortnite. Like, I've played better in Fortnite now without the build than I have before.
It's because you're not dealing with, Picasso building a fucking tower because you
Fucking
shot
force,
at him.
Yeah, and just instant, like, blink of an eye, just zoom.
Yeah.
Like, I've never understood how they build that fast. Like,
Macros. It's either macros or hotkeys that they have set up to where they press one button and they can build a wall ramp combo, and then they
There's
just jump and press that again.
there's also streamers I used to watch back when it first came out that say that they went into creative mode and spent hours.
Yep, that's
just
what Wildcat
practicing
did.
build.
But see, what I like about Wildcat when he plays Fortnite, when it has its build, he doesn't build massive towers. He'll build a box, and he'll edit that box, and he's doing all this very quickly. But he's not, like somebody in my chat said, building a 20-floor house in 3 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there's a
And
difference between building and doing it for combat reasons, such as building a box, editing out the floor, editing the wall, doing all that quickly, and building the Leaning Tower of Pisa because you think height will give you the advantage.
Right. I mean, it does,
I
though.
finally, after 4 years, have been able to, like you said, build a box around and edit around that. I can't build these towers and then like once I'm on top, edit and get in, edit back out like real quick. Like you see like
Right.
Ninja and all these good streamers fucking do it. I've never like I even if I'm
And
still playing this game 10 years from now, I'm not saying I will be, but
you probably will.
I I I will never get the concept. I don't think I want to take the time to. I will rather take my time losing a gunfight to someone who has spent time building or practicing building than to practice.
My
I'm not
favorite
gonna go in there and practice.
my favorite Fortnite moment that I have ever had is I shot at a guy and I hit him once. I think I was using the gold scar. I hit him once. He started building. And while he was building, I ran up to him and sat under him, pulled out my shotgun. He dropped down to try and shoot me, and I one-tapped him. And I went, "Yeah, where's your fucking build now, you fucking idiot?" And I
I
took
hate
off.
the people that like build up and then you like break the walls around it and the shit collapse and for somehow fucking reason he's a god and can just build before he hits the ground and he's got the
Right.
tower. And
Yeah,
like,
he's got the
whoa,
tower right back.
didn't fucking do much there, bud.
Like, that was one of the best. When you and I first started playing that game, that was one of the best ways of killing somebody. Because back then, people weren't building that quickly. Building was still a relatively new concept. So if you saw somebody building something really big, you just kind of walked up to the bottom floor or threw grenades and you broke the bottom and they were just dead. You didn't get the kill for it because back then it didn't count as your kill. You never damaged them. Now it's you made so and so fall from a high place or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But back then it was just a way of getting people out of the game. I've spent money on Fortnite, regrettably. I'm more of an Apex player now myself. And there's even some aspects in Apex, like how you were saying you're not wanting to take the time to practice that and whatnot. It's how I am with Apex. Apex is more movement based than it is anything else. You need somewhat good aim, sure, but you can't just stand there while you do it. You have to be doing all this different movement. And you watch a lot of these pro players, man, in Apex, and they're moving around like crazy. They're doing super jumps, they're doing wall jumps, they're doing super glides, which are fucking impossible to do with a controller.
Mm-hmm.
Like you've got all this different movement that people who have taken the time to learn how to play do this shit. I could take the time and learn how to do this, or I could just keep playing the game how I play, because I still get wins, I still get kills. I'm not aiming for pro level play Apex. I'm just aiming to play the game.
Yeah. At the end of the day, play what you want to play and enjoy.
Yeah, sure, I play Apex Ranked, and I'm currently Gold 4 in Apex Ranked. And I'm happy about that. I know a lot of people say, getting gold in Apex is easy, and it is. Apex has the most brain-dead ranked system I have ever seen, especially when comparing it to League of Legends.
Mm-mm.
So, I'll give you a brief rundown. League of Legends ranked. You play your 10 placement matches, and you get placed. Okay? Let's say you did terrible, you get placed Iron 2, which is almost as low as you can possibly be. Iron 4 is the lowest you can be. Iron 2 is not as bad. You then have to play games, and let's say you win one game. So you won the game, you get 19 RP. Or LP, I'm sorry, league points. You get 19 LP out of 100. So you play another game, get another 19 because you won. Now you're at 38 out of 100. Okay? So, let's say you lose a game, you just lost 24 LP. So you're at what? 14 out of 100 now? So you have to grind all the way up until you're finally at that point where you're going into Iron 1. And you do it again.
Mm-hmm.
Until you hit the gate between Iron and Bronze.
You do it
the
once?
gate.
Fuck no, you do it 18 fucking times.
Well, that's the thing. Once you hit that gate in League, you then have to, 5 games, best of 3. So, if you win once, great. Lose the next one, sucks, but you're still 1-1. Win the next one, great. Lose the next one, and then the next one after that, you're back to Iron 1.
I wish
and you have to grind again.
Yeah, see, I wish it wouldn't lower your IP when you lost. That just sucks.
Oh, and let's say you made it. You did great. You hit Platinum in League Ranked, right? So you're done playing League Ranked. You're done. You hit where you wanted to go. A month later, you're Gold 4. You got demoted because you weren't playing Ranked.
Welcome to League.
Apex Ranked. From Bronze to Gold. So, from Bronze, you can't lose any points. Bronze to Silver, you can't lose any points at all. You can only gain. So if you load in, you don't get any points, or you get low points, then yeah, you kind of have to go game after game after game. But you get points for survival time, killing, and placement. All of these things take aspects into your points.
We'll change the subject for a second. I was seriously waiting when I went to do this to hear Fang upstairs go, "Wah!" I was just waiting. I'm sorry. I'm easily amused.
And so it's not until you get into Silver where you pay, quote unquote, to get into Ranked. It costs 12 points in Silver to play Ranked. So you load in with negative points, and then as you survive and as you get kills, you gain points. All the way up until I think it's like 3,000 some odd points. And it's really easy to get that 3,000 some odd points. Then you get into gold, and you're spending 24 per game to get in. So from bronze to gold, it's fucking easy mode. It's not until you get into platinum that it starts getting grindy, like really fucking grindy. That's what I was getting at with that.
Yeah.
There's your difference in ranked based off of League and Apex lesson for the day.
Okay, hang on. Wait.
Yeah, there it is.
I'm actually done with League, in all honesty. I've put myself on leave through Tactical Gaming. I told them that I'm just not.
The more you
I'm
know.
not. I'm just not feeling it right now to play League, which sucks. I've been playing the game for 10, 11 years now, which is the longest I've ever spent on any game, period.
I think the
Unless you
problem
count
is
Call
that
of
you
Duty.
turned it into a job, and that's why you started to hate it.
Well, it wasn't just that. I enjoyed going to practice. It was the people. The community of League is dumb.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just with everything going on with my streaming, and I've been enjoying Apex so much. Plus VR chat, I got all this, full body shit that I've been enjoying. Kind of like it's exactly what you're feeling like yesterday when we finally got your shit to work, Alpha.
Yeah.
That excitement of just playing VR and having it working properly.
I still love Iris. I wish we would have taken her to that room.
Yeah, because
I think when it comes, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm pretty much going to be trying to speak on your behalf, but I could be wrong.
right.
I think League for you, yes, you enjoy the game. Yes, you put money into it and it was a passion.
Fucking
But
$3,000.
like May said, it turned into a job. So I think at certain points it was almost like a chore for you, because like you wanted to stream what you want to stream, but you had to get off at a certain time of Apex or whatever you were playing on Wednesdays and Sundays because you had to go to practice or you had those tournaments. So it was like a chore. You're like, fuck, I can't play Apex for so long because I have to go play League. And you were getting sick of the game anyways. So it became like a chore.
That might be it. I know it's definitely felt like that sometimes where I'd be sitting there and I'd be playing with like Kai and the rest of the gang, and I'd be playing Apex and I'd be having fun playing Apex, right? Because I have fun playing that game. And then I'd look at the time and be like, guys, I'm sorry, it's 7:45 or whatever. I have to get off and get ready for practice.
Yeah, and it kind of just brought you down because you would rather have been playing Apex versus
Right.
a game you were like.
And it's like
getting
when
bored
it's also like when I made, because normally my Friday nights were the party nights in VR chat. Well, due to my work on top of like everybody else's schedule just not working out, I decided to host my own on Saturdays because it just worked out for the people in my group as well as myself.
How big
It works
is-
out for you
Change the
because you.
subject. How big is your
Yes.
dagger? Is it smaller? Is it bigger?
It's a sword. Look at the dark repulsor hilt.
Bird's head.
Essentially. Okay, so that should be about a good size then, shouldn't it?
Yeah, give or take.
Okay. All right.
The hilt's also black.
This is the line mark.
I'm just letting you know.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Bottles.
Tink. Tink tink.
What was I get? Yeah, and it was another reason why I wanted to do Saturdays because I knew you would be able to join in on it. Because like I was telling you the other night when I was like, no, we're getting your fucking headset to work. Like it not working is unacceptable. We're gonna get the fucker to work because I want you to enjoy VR as much as I am.
I didn't want you to think that like I was like saying that your stream was more important than me, because like I said multiple times, I know that if any point in time you would be like, hey guys, I got my bro needs me, whatever.
Yeah.
But what I was getting at is that I hate bothering other people. I will, even if I don't know how to do something, I will do it and try it and but then like when I'm like I don't know how to do this, I have to ask for help. Like my brake pads, my brakes and my brake pads, I need changed. But I hate asking people to help me. And the only
Right.
two people I know that can do that is my father, but he's getting up there in age where he's told me like, "Hey, I'm done working on cars. You got to find someone else." And then my buddy Jason from work, shout out Jason. But
So,
I hate bothering people. So like when you're like, "No, we're getting your headset to work," it was more of like a I don't want you to have to take time out of your schedule, even if you're sitting on the couch doing nothing, to help me, because I don't want it to bother. I don't
Well,
want to
that's
bother anybody.
yeah, and it's like I was telling you though. My counter argument to that is, I want you to enjoy it. I don't want
And
you to feel like you wasted your money.
for the people who didn't get to see this, because I wasn't streaming at that point in time and you weren't, and
Nope.
May was downstairs. I can laugh now, but I was extremely pissed last night.
What exactly? Because I told May about it in bed. Because I was like, yeah. So you know how I was on the phone with Alpha for like 45 minutes? She
No,
goes,
it
yeah.
was
I
an
was like,
hour.
was it an hour?
It
Okay.
was an hour. So
I'm running
okay, so
through.
so
I'm
you have the Oculus app set up, and it says link cable or air link or whatever it says,
yeah, Airlink.
and you kept telling me to click on the air link. So I click on it, and it would say pair, but you couldn't click on pair, and then it was quit. And like essentially, if you could hit quit, but you couldn't hit pair. So like it was pissing me off. I'm like, dude, I can't hit pair. Like, and then you were like going through all these scenarios. Well,
A
above it
bunch
would
of fucking
say
troubleshooting. A
above that
bunch.
was saying, connect to desktop or whatever, and it wasn't registering that like move the mouse up and click on that. And as soon as I clicked on that, I could pair it with the desktop and the headset, so they were connected through the AirLink or whatever.
uh,
And I just wasn't registering. So like I don't know if I like accidentally moved my mouse at one point, and I was like, wait, I can click on this. Click. Oh, I can pair now. And then I just remember looking over at the phone, and I was like, so we're on this call for 40 minutes now, and
you're gonna
we've
think
been
I'm a
having this
fucking idiot.
we've been having this same problem for 35 of those minutes. Because it was literally like the second step. You were like, all right, turn your headset on, go to the app, hit AirLink, and then that's where we were stuck at. Like literally within 5 minutes, we were at that stage, and we were on that stage for 40 fucking minutes because I couldn't hit, or I didn't know that you hit that button before to pair.
Yeah, and I didn't know either because May had already set up her Oculus to do this via link cable. So when I set May's up to be virtual desktop and whatnot, it was relatively simple. I turned on her AirLink, and then it was like, "Here's the code. Does it match? Yes. Okay. Cool. You're connected."
It's just
So,
crazy because I'm like really tech savvy. Like when it comes to phones, TVs, video games,
oh no,
systems,
VR
I
is a
can do.
completely different
I
animal.
can do, but like when it comes to computers, I have nothing. Like if you or Katie aren't around, I'm fucked. Like that's one reason why I haven't bought a. I'm probably gonna say it wrong. Capture card.
Nope, you
Yes.
got it right.
I I don't know how.
I know where to put the capture card and all that, so that should be good. Like it goes
Even
right
the
under your
because even
graphics
like
card.
I think Katie is like, well, Google it, and I was just like, I'm gonna Google it, and I'm gonna be just as fucking lost because I don't know what I take apart, and if I do take something apart, I don't know if I'm gonna put it back right.
Well, now thankfully, when you're putting in a new unit like that into the PC, you'll remove your glass plate and then you can just slide it in. That's about all you'll have to do.
So I think
Assuming your slots are in the same spot as mine, your capture card will go right underneath your graphics card.
because I'm gonna announce this now that we're on the podcast. I've talked to May about it. I think my first week of vacation, which is like the first week of May, I don't know what day it will be. It'll probably more than likely be like a Friday or Saturday, so I know that like I have more people to play with. I'm gonna try to do. I'm not gonna say 24-hour because I probably won't make it, but I'm gonna
I
try to
almost
go
didn't.
as close to 24 hours.
I
So
thought
I'm gonna
about giving
start
up
out
at
with
like
like
20 hours
Fortnite.
in.
I'm gonna do Fortnite. Probably hop on VR if I have my capture cards. That's probably when I'll buy a capture card and have you walk me through it or whatever. So then I can run Legends Arceus and finally get through that.
It would
Just so I
probably
have
be
games to go through and play.
It would probably be wise for you to get the capture card a day that I work. So, or like the day before while I'm at
Well,
work.
yeah. So like
That way
I'll
I
go
can
on
stop by
vacation.
and do it in person.
Yeah. So like I'll go on vacation Tuesday. Or well, I'll work Tuesday and then I'll go on vacation. I won't have to be back until next Thursday. So
Right.
like I'll buy it like on a Wednesday or Thursday or Friday, and you could stop by and help me out. And then that's when like that Friday or Saturday is when I'll do the 24-hour stream. So I know that like you guys will be on VR chat, so I can hop on there for 4 or 5 hours, and then
If you're there for the whole party, it'll be longer than 4 or 5 hours.
well,
We
Right.
that's
start at
true.
8 and
Okay.
don't stop till 1.
Oh boy.
So yeah, I'll start at like 11 o'clock. Probably start out with like Madden and then Fortnite and then Arceus, and then when it gets closer to 8, go to VR chat, and then when you guys all get off, I'll go back to Fortnite or something stupid.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's a weekend that Scuba doesn't have Gavin, and
Hopefully.
then he'll stay up all night and play Fortnite or something. But fun podcast.
Yeah,
We
we're
are-
up on the time.
We've surpassed it, which is always nice. But
it is down to like an hour, so give or take. a few.
Yeah, it's an hour. I'm running at an hour and 6 minutes right now.
yeah, I'm at an hour and 7.
I got more of you done. Got your book in.
Hooray!
Got your hilt on. Got your awesome looking, flowy demigod pants on. I figured I would leave your legs undone, so you're probably underneath your here. You probably have on like I can add in like a pair of shorts if you
No,
want.
it's just all dick.
It's a solid day. I mean, I can. I mean, just big floppy like
Big
here.
floppy donkey dick.
I'm not gonna draw it because no. But thank you for watching. We are still doing at 100 subscribers. I will be doing the Alpha's makeup. So please, if you are
Right
coming
away,
back,
Becca.
if you're coming back to watch us anyway, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for us because I'm super excited to do this. I really want to do Alpha's makeup just because I love doing makeup. So please tell a friend, tell a family member, subscribe if you're not. Help us get out there so people can see the awesomeness that is Wolfcast.
Wolfman.
I was trying to fix my chair and I sank down because my
Our
chair
new,
won't lean back.
that's our new name.
But yes, please go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Tell a friend, hey, check this out because I know you guys want to see me do Alpha's makeup. So
Yeah. Don't make me make 60 more accounts and subscribe to this because I will.
I know you will.
up.
Make sure to follow us on all of our social medias. Twitter and Twitch for Alpha, Twitter and Twitch for Fang, and then my plethora of social media accounts. and art
Everywhere
sites.
that you are.
Follow us on our Patreon for exclusive merch, also for getting a one-on-one with us, joining us for a podcast, behind the scenes, and art lessons for me. Make sure to check out our spring. Use Wolfcast 20 to get 20% off your orders. Visit our Dubby. It's an awesome energy drink that tastes great. Gives you all the energy with no crash. Use Wolfcast 10 to get 10% off your orders. We appreciate you guys, and we are grateful for all the love and support that you do give us. So please make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, comment and like for us, and just get the #1 podcast in your heart out there because we love you and we know that you love us. We just want more people to love us as well. So we love you guys.
Love.
We will see you in the next video. Bye!
Bye bye.